Greetings, programs. This is Wretch. Welcome back to Kotar. Now, we are going to drop off our stowaway back on Dantooine, but first, I really want to check out this Yavin Station because I have not seen it. So let's go ahead and break out... Let's try Mission and Zalbar. We haven't had them tag along with us in a bit. And we need to go ahead and level them up. There we are. All good.
Sure.
Well, looks like we are in an airlock. And access panel. It's not a door. Interesting. Well, I remember this is one long sonic screwdriver, so... Eh? Eh? Who is that? What do you want? I recognize your ship. Davix, isn't it? But who are you? You new or something? Oh, we can use Force Persuade. Yeah, I'm new. Very new. You don't sound like a Trandoshan, and you're not one of Davix. Who are you? What do you want? Trying to save the galaxy from the Sith. Eh? Sith? They haven't been here in 50 years. Not since the last war. Don't see why they'd start making a habit of it now. Still, all my business with the Sith is old news. Politics ain't my affair, so as long as you don't get all worked up, I guess I can let you in. It would be nice to have someone to talk to for a change. Trandoshans and smugglers aren't exactly stunning conversationalists. What are you doing here? Look, this is getting kind of awkward through this door. If you'll just hold on a minute, I'll open this damn thing up and we can talk more face to face. Just have to fiddle with this damned door lock. Thing keeps jamming. There we go. So who are you? Suvam Tan. And we will talk to you here in a second, sir, but let's get a look-see. Oh, wow. Got a nice view of the gas giant. There's Yavin 4. Good stuff. Looks like we have some other stuff to go through as well. Maybe if Zalbar would... Whoa!
Sure.
Wow, we are in a kind of a TARDIS thing. Speaking of sonic screwdriver. There's an access panel here. Gizka. Pet the Gizka, kill the Gizka, leave it alone. Can we pet the Gizka? Aw, he's adorable. Don't want to kill. It might be the Rhodian's only like friend. I've got some spacesuits. You don't look like I thought you would. Too human. Don't see many of your kind here at all anymore. Not since the war, at any rate. What brings you here? I seek the pieces of a map to a Starforge. Starforge? Never heard of it. There's nothing in this system except ruins of Exar Kun's war. What ruins? Yavin's fourth moon used to hold a great number of temples dedicated to the ancient Sith. When Exar Kun came here 50 years ago, he used the temples in his effort to crush the Republic. He failed, obviously, and the Republic bombarded the surface almost into oblivion during their counterattack. Now all that's left are a lot of craters and a little bit of jungle. You could find stuff there for years afterwards, but I've got pretty much everything there was to find there. Mostly all I've been doing for the last couple of years has been tinkering with what I found there, getting some of it to work, and modifying the stuff the smugglers and Trandoshans bring me to look at. You're an inventor? Maybe a little. I just tinker with stuff I found lying around the ruins on Yavin 4, or that the Trandoshans and smugglers bring. Of course, with them it's usually weapons and things. But I just have so many ideas that people haven't seemed to come up with yet. It's really quite astonishing. Why did you come here to the station? This station is an old Republic supply depot from when they were fighting Exarchun. Once they destroyed Yavin 4's surface, though, they didn't need it anymore. Once they'd gone, I decided to move in and use the place myself. It's not very roomy, but I think it's turned out all right. And it's close to Yavin 4, where I got most of my parts. Nobody comes here except the smugglers and Trandoshans anyway, so I get left alone the way I like it. So you're from this system? Well, not exactly. See, I'm not as young as I look. Actually, I'm pretty old by most standards. I've been here since the war, really. Were you in the war? The Sith were building a lot of temples on Yavin 4 by Exarchun's order, and they needed people to build it for them. So they got slaves. Most of the slaves were put to work on the buildings directly, but there are a lot of other things you need to make a planet a working base. Weapons, for instance. So they forced some Baragwin to work for them making weapons. You know Baragwin, right? And I was one of the ones working under the Baragwin. I guess you could say I had a talent for it. The Baragwin I worked for, he even took me under his wing and made me his apprentice. But most all of them died when the Republic destroyed the place, so I guess it's useless to think about it. Who are the Baragwin? You don't know who the Baragwin are? They're the best damn weapons merchants in the galaxy, that's who they are. They were in space selling arms to the highest bidder before my species even got off our homeworld. Their weapons are the highest quality you can find, too. Better than either the Republic or the Sith. Do you have any Baragwin equipment? I might have a couple. You want to take a look? Force persuade? You want to give me all your inventions? Oh, that'd be bad. Sure. Yeah, I have a few things kicking around the place. Stuff Trandoshans and smugglers have brought me to look at, and a few things I've been making from parts. They aren't cheap, though. They pay a lot for what I can make, and anything I sell to you, I can't exactly sell to them, now can I? But if you're willing to pay, I've got a few of my more advanced things you can look at. I'm always working on more, so you can check back some other time if I don't have what you want right now. Here, have a look. Light exoskeleton. Holy crap, 10,000 credits. Upgradable, dex +1, strength +1. Baragwin Shadow Armor, 7/4 Stealth 4, upgradable armor. Holy crap, some of this stuff is nice. Advanced Stabilizer Gloves, Droid Shield, unlimited uses of a shield. Wow. Advanced Biostabilizer Implant, Mind Affecting and Poison, Awareness +10, Dex +2. Hell's bells. Actually, from how I understand, you don't have to... Oh, we can play Pazaak with him? I heard that we can actually sell our mines for a really good profit. 65. Well, that's actually not too bad. Let's go ahead and sell those off. Those all accumulate over time. And we're not going to use them for anything. Okay, that's not too shabby. How much does a lightsaber sell for? 585. Well, let's sell that one, yeah. And we will sell the red lightsaber as well. I think Juhani has a blue saber, if I remember our fight, so we won't have to worry about that. We also need to go ahead and get her equipped, so I don't want to sell any of the armor or equipment that we have just yet. You don't happen to play Pazaak, do you? Pazaak? The card game? Actually, I do. One of the Aqualish smugglers who comes by here regularly likes to play a bunch, and I kind of picked up the habit from him. I've actually gotten pretty good at it myself. I'll play you for a couple of rounds if you want. Be warned, though, I don't play for small amounts. Sure. Let's play. Right. This is going to be fun. Oh, 750. Can we... Yeah. Did that just cost me 750 credits? Okay, it didn't. Ooh, I was about to say, I'm going to save my game right here and see about grabbing some big money from this guy. So, one sec. So I'm going to have to do that a little bit more in my spare time, because not only does he give a lot of money, I wanted to put my fist through this monitor on more than a few occasions. Nothing sucks more than going against back-to-back-to-back nat 20s from your opponent. Let's see here. I think you have a Gizka loose. Yeah, I know. Some damn smugglers must have brought them and one escaped. Good luck trying to get them all, though. Those things breed like Giza. If you see any around, just squish the damn thing. Oh, wow. Okay. So he wants us to kill it. Well, should we kill the little guy? Oh, little guy made himself scarce. That's smart. Well, let's check the access panel. Access denied. So I assume this one will probably be more of the same. Yep. Looks to be the case. Alright. Well, oh, there's the Gizka. Let's look at him one more time. You know what? We're going to leave it alone. We just petted the thing. I don't want to, you know, kind of do that duel thing and just step on him after I petted him on him. It's like a horrible thing. It's like loving on your animal and then he does something wrong and then you gotta scold him. And you feel that you may be confusing him. Or her. That's always bugged me. But speaking of like playing against a computer in a card game, I had a friend of mine who worked at the casino near where I grew up. He worked as a slot tech. So he worked on slot machines. And he told me, you know, Wretch, they could not pay me to play slot machines, knowing what I know now. Because, yeah, he's like, those machines are just designed to eat your money. So, we have a choice here between Kashyyyk and... Oh, we gotta go back to Dantooine, don't we? Well, let's go ahead and do that then. So we can drop off Sasha. Now, apparently we can come back over the course of the game here to Yavin, and he has new stuff for us at different points in the game. And he'll play Pazaak and just money and good stuff there. Along with a lot of frustration. And his Pazaak deck is very similar to mine. He has all plus and minus cards, which I assume would be the case. I don't know if I have any more dialogue options with the crew. I figure we need to get like back on the road toward the main quest. I think we're going to hit Tatooine as our next stop here on the star map because number one, it's Tatooine. You gotta have a Star Wars game with Tatooine in it. And also we need to go look for Griff, Mission's brother, and see what exactly the story is with him. And maybe Mission will get some rude awakenings. I know, Dantooine, we're back. It's only for a second, though. We gotta go talk to the Twi'lek outside. And let him know that we found the missing girl. And I don't think we necessarily need to... Okay, let's just add some Jedi since we're here at the Jedi place. And we should be in good shape. Greetings, Sentient. May I take a moment of your time for a question? Go ahead. I represent a human citizen on Dantooine by the name of Rundil Utsulem. His ranch has considerable difficulty with Mandalorian raiders for many years. Yeah, there's a stowaway on my ship by the name of Sasha. This is most exciting news, Sentient. Are you certain of this? Yes, I am. She only speaks a smattering of Mandalorian, but I was able to figure it out. You have convinced me, Sentient, that your stowaway is indeed the one I seek. Would you allow me to see her? Certainly. I'll bring you to my ship. Let us go there now. I'm most anxious to see her. Huzzah. Though you have aged, young Sentient, I do believe you are indeed the one I seek. I am here to return you to your father. I see that Seth Talgar was correct about your linguistic difficulties. I'm positive that your parents can assist you with that. Calm yourself, child. I will take you home. And I say that stuff to her. Thank you for your assistance, Sentient. I'm sure the girl's parents will be most appreciative of your efforts. And some light side points gained, and some XP, which is good. Yeah, now get off my ship. Cool. I'm just making sure that they do that. So, let us go ahead and travel to, obviously, the most visited, and in a lot of ways, one of the most popular planets in all of the Star Wars universe. And that would be... Let's see, if there's a bright center of the universe, you're on the planet that it's farthest from. Terrain, desert and canyons, native species, Jawas, and sand people. Docking at the Anchorhead settlement. Tusken Raiders. So hopefully we don't see Dantooine here for quite some time, if at all. I don't think we have to go back there again anytime soon. And not attacked by starfighters. You can tell when that first little bit of the music starts whether you're going to be in a firefight or not. Zoom, zoom, zoom! Now, let's see it. Oh. Never mind, it's nap time. Or, well, it is nap time, but it's also dream time. What you got in your heads there, Seth? Looks like we gotta deal with more ruins. There you are, you big dust ball. I actually really liked Tatooine. Especially more as I got older, because it reminded me a little bit of Dune. And just seemed like a really cool planet. I had one of the Star Wars technical journals. They came out with 3 of them. What was the name of that sci-fi magazine? Starlog, I think. Came out with these really beautiful technical journals. And Tatooine was the first one. Oh.
The Force has given us a vision.
There we
like
go.
The one we shared on Dantooine. Did you see it? Of course. You must have. The Force is strong with us both. Tatooine is known for little but blowing sand. I find it surprising that there would be a star map somewhere in its desolate wastes.
Maybe Tatooine wasn't always a desert.
Perhaps, though that would have been tens of thousands of years in the past. Now there's nothing but the howling emptiness of the Dune Sea. The star map would likely have to be within some kind of shelter to protect it against dust and sandstorms. I suspect there are many such caves and caverns hidden in the sands of the Dune Sea. The creatures of this world probably use them as their lairs. No doubt things will become more clear once we discover the star map's location.
Indeed. Well, let's go ahead and head out and check out the sites. Now, I actually think we are going to keep that group that we had on Dantooine for a split second. We're going to take Bastila, and it's time for Juhani to prove her worth. Now, she is a Jedi Guardian, so she is all combat.
Potential customer. Zerka Corporation stands ready to serve, after some formalities, of course. First, your ship is not on our list of planned arrivals for today. There is a docking fee of 100 credits because of this.
What do I get for my 100 credits?
The immediate benefit is access to these very docking facilities. This is the only port in Anchorhead. Once you've paid, we will offer trade services as well. We're not unreasonable, we just want to cover expenses.
Well, we could use force persuade, but he's being somewhat reasonable. He's not being a prick about it, so let's just go ahead and pay the 100.
I thought you would. Without these fees, Zerka Corporation would have closed this port years ago. This will cover any future landings as well. It's like a registration, so we can serve you better when you return. Now, as a customs officer, I can provide information on services. Is this visit business or pleasure?
Give me some background on Tatooine.
There isn't much to tell. It's a very old planet, well past its prime. Zerka Corporation is the only company with any interest in it. It's not a very pretty world, but there is opportunity here if you know where to look.
Tell me about Zerka's operations.
I can't really get into that. It hasn't been a very smooth operation. I shouldn't get into it.
Now we can go ahead and rock it out. You want to tell me more about it?
I can tell you more, I guess. It's not a big secret or anything. Just not good for business. You see, Zerka Corporation staked their claim to this planet based on some very promising geological surveys. Unfortunately, that information was incorrect, and possibly even an attempt at sabotage by a rival company.
So Zerka set up shop on a barren planet.
Not totally barren. There were a few good years of mining, and limited operations are still in place. But the ore is flawed. It has peculiar properties. They've had to look at other forms of business.
What do you mean when you say the ore is peculiar?
Zerka Corporation has really tried to hide this, but it just seems that Tatooine metal is unfit for effective manufacturing. I would imagine that this outpost will eventually be abandoned. Nobody is making any money here. Of course, this rock may have been settled a few times, so look for some other company to get stuck with it.
Indeed. What other forms of business are being looked at here?
Pursuits that appeal to the casual traveler. There are some fearsome native species that provide exciting hunting. There are also lengthy barren wastes that serve as fine soup tracks. Attracting business has been slow, however.
Now, let's go back to my other questions.
I will answer as best I can. What will you need while on Tatooine?
Now, this is also, you need to know that Zerka Corporation, despite we're being told it's being like an evil corporation, it's doing all this stuff, it is made up of people who are very different shades of gray. So this guy doesn't seem like a particularly bad person. He's just trying to get a paycheck. Alright, well, I really need to get going.
As you wish. If you need anything else, I'll be here.
Thank you, sir. And using that force persuade didn't cost us any dark side points. And we will auto level up our guardian.
Sure.
So we've got 2 sentinels and a guardian. Ion defense turret. Ooh. And that's actually an interesting thing because ion cannons, for those of you who don't know a whole lot about Star Wars lore, those are essentially weapons that disable electronics. If you want to disable a ship for boarding, if you're a pirate or a customs or police that are just trying to bring your quarry in alive, ion weapons are the way to go. Docking bay guard. Probably would have had to deal with you earlier.
We'll watch your ship like any other. The bay is safe.
Fair enough. Mictuna juice orgru. Who that? Turn it, you gunda fasa. Customers are talking. That's better. Hello, customer. Buy from Mictura and Juice and save your credits. And don't be shy, just ask to see what you want. If you can't get a good look, we don't move the merchandise. Alrighty. What do you got? Advanced med pack. Oh, awesome. Infinite advanced med packs. We are definitely going to be rocking out that, as well as some life support packs. Oh, you got some legendaries too. Usanis's brand and Joma Holgra's carbine. Cool. Any armor or anything? Gizka poison and bantha fodder. Alright. Hello there, Captain. Let's see. Ah, yes, here it is. It looks like the shipment has been delivered to your ship, as requested. What shipment was that again? Well, let me see. Docking Bay 32? Check. Crate 42B7? Check. Manifest list lifeform Gizka. Everything seems to be in order. Excuse me, did you say Gizka? It says right here on the manifest that you ordered a crate of Giza to be delivered to Docking Bay 32. That's right here. Now, all I need is your thumbprint for the... Wait a second. Where did the data pad go? Nothing's organized around here. At any rate, the Giza are yours. One of the loaders said the crate split open once he put it in your hold, and some of the critters might have gotten loose. That happens, I'm afraid. We don't accept liability, and we certainly couldn't take the cargo back. Enjoy. Oh, Lord. This is going to be like Trouble with Tribbles. Hate to use a Star Trek reference here, but this is appropriate. Let's go look at our cargo. Oh, Lord. The Gizka looks at you curiously, cooing. Let's pick it up. You try to pick up the Gizka, but it wriggles from your grasp and plops back down on the floor. I don't want to kill it, though. If you guys know anything about me from other playthroughs, I hate doing any kind of violence to cute animals. You scratch the little critter behind its nubs that pass for ears, and it coos enthusiastically in response. I have more empathy for animals than I do pretty much anything else on this planet.
Hey there, what can I do for you?
Do you know anything about these Gizka creatures?
Are you sure you want to ask me about that?
I guess. How about you, Candrace? I noticed none of them have come in here. Or they may have, and you've already shot them.
Yeah, what do you want?
Have you seen all these Gizka on the ship?
So deal with it. Why are you asking me about it?
Wow, the crew is salty today. And there's no one over there. Hey, T3. Apparently he has no opinion on the matter. How about you, Zalbar? Is there something you want? Do you know anything about dealing with Gizka? I know nothing of what you speak. How about you, Juhani?
How may I be of assistance to you, Padawan?
Is this like a delicacy on your planet? Do you know if anything can be done about all these Gizka?
I do not know how to help you with that. I am sorry.
No! Okay. Well, maybe you guys are going to go on an adventure with us. How about you, Bastila?
How can I help?
Do you know if anything can be done?
I wish I could help you with that.
Hell's bells. So much for the powerful Jedi Order.
Yes, what's on your mind? I'm not really sure. You can figure it out on your own, can't you?
Ugh. I know there is an option to take care of it, but man, I was wondering if the crew had anything interesting to say. Not the case. Well, let's head back out here. And I guess we will end the episode here at the docking bay, and we'll explore the rest of Tatooine. I know for a fact we're getting another, probably my favorite, character in the entire game here on Tatooine. We just have to track them down. And we will do that in the next episode, guys. I hope you've enjoyed it. If you liked the episode, please leave a like down below. Subscribe to the channel, leave a comment. That'd be a big help. I will see you next time. Later days, everyone.